it's a beautiful day here. Just see the bird behind me singing. Absolutely not a cloud in the sky. So, not the best time to come out for photography. Middle of the day, blue sky. But it's good to be out nonetheless. I've had a good explore of the forest here. I've taken a few shots. I don't think any are going to be that great, but it's really just to explore a new area, just to see what the potential is here, different times of the year. It's actually quite warm here. It's probably only about 13, 14 degrees centigrade. But with the sun, it really does feel warm and it's nice and calm. Absolutely 100% blue sky out there at the moment, so I'm just looking deep into the forest, trying to avoid any harsh highlights. They're the bane of every photographer. So yeah, there's a lot of pine trees, but you do get the odd oak or silver birch, sort of breaking the monotony a bit. So I'm just looking for anything that sort of catches my eye. Anything that's a bit different amongst the order here. Usually you don't want chaos. But here where you got the rows of the pine trees, it's a bit too ordered. And it doesn't really offer that interest in the shot. I mean, the pine trees are very closely packed here, so you don't even get the separation. They're really bunched in, so you're kind of looking for if there's any gaps in the forest, to see if there's anything a bit different to look for. And now I need to try and find my tripod. It's not where I left it. I think it's over here somewhere. And actually, there's my tripod. I thought I lost it. Okay, grab the tripod and go search for some more photos. Very twisted, covered in moss. All on its own amongst all these pine trees. That could be an interesting shot. I've just taken a composition looking down to the tree here. The sun's up there, so there is a lot of contrast and a lot of highlights on the tree and below, the shadows around it. So it'd be a challenge to get this shot in with the dynamic range. It's not the best conditions, it's more of a record shot. But I can imagine different seasons, especially the autumn, maybe a slightly overcast day, earlier or later in the day, the light's a bit softer. This could be a really nice shot. I'm going to take this anyway because it'd be a good record for the future when I do return. I took a few compositions of the scene, just walking around the tree, looking at it from different angles. As I mentioned, there was a lot of contrast, so in processing these images, I had to do a fair amount of dodging and burning, just to reduce down the highlights and just lift some of the shadows. But I can see there is potential there, especially if I get a foggy or misty day, different time of the year, that tree can really stand out against the background. So I'm looking forward to going back to that location in the future. sun's quite up in the sky now. It's about midday. It's quite harsh, but there's a silver birch behind me there. You can see the sun. It's just highlighting the leaves in that tree. And you've got the trees in the background in shadow. So I've just taken a close crop, just focused in on those leaves. So they really stand out against the dark background. I did take another shot further back there, with the other silver birch in shot, sort of looking across to the scene. So I'll see how they both work out. But yeah, it's pretty much blue sky up there now. So I'm just gonna have a wander around and just see what the light is catching certain areas in the forest, whether that's trees or just the scene where it stands out against the dark background. But hopefully without too much contrast, because that can be difficult to process afterwards. Anyway, thanks for joining me this week. I shall continue to explore other areas in the weeks to come, more forest locations, and I hope to get down to the coast a few times as well. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.